Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I've tried to film this video 3 times because I literally am so bad at talking. So in this video, I know what I generally want to talk about, but I filmed it so many times because I keep going off topic, like going on so many tangents about it that I just like forget my original point. So I'm gonna try one more time. So I wanted to make a video in honor of Mental Health Awareness Week. I know I'm a couple days late, but in my defense, I believe mental health awareness should be an everyday thing. So yeah, I just wanted to share my frustration because I'm better at talking to myself than I am to talking to other people. And I feel like talking to a camera is basically talking to yourself because you're also kind of like looking at yourself. So you're like, it's like you talking to yourself in the mirror. Like, do you know what I mean? You know what I mean, because you own a mirror, I'm sure. If you don't, that's confidence, because you already know you're beautiful. The past couple days have just not been the best mentally, and I caught myself saying a few times like, oh, seasonal depression like wanted to come early for me. And I realized that there have been so many times, especially since quarantine started and since COVID, this whole thing started, that I've diminished the value or the importance of my mental health because I thought that it was like just a normal thing. Like, how could you not be depressed? Who wouldn't be anxious? Who wouldn't be depressed? Who wouldn't be going insane or like just feeling lonely during a time like this when you can't go anywhere? Like, who wouldn't be feeling like that? I just kind of started feeling like, not that my feelings didn't matter, but that they weren't, I don't know how to explain it, but I feel like, hopefully you guys know what I mean. Like, it just felt like it wasn't as big a deal as I would have originally made it, because before, and I'm speaking for myself, but before I would be like, okay, like these are issues that I have because of this that has happened in my life, and I just have to accept the fact that some people had a great childhood, some people had a great life, and they still have like mild anxiety and depression or whatever, but just some people are always gonna have it a little better than you, some people are always gonna have it a little worse than you. And I always like went through life like accepting that and just being like, just like trying to work on it as best I could. Now it's like everybody is in this like bottom, like basic level of depression and anxiety, and that base level is very well could be the high level of your previous. Like, does that make sense? Am I making sense? Like, everybody now is bound to like feel this way because it's just like, I feel like it's just like a human thing. Like, you feel lonely, you get sad, you feel emotions, like we all feel them. Like, I don't know. I've just caught myself thinking that it's not as important. And today I realized like, okay, like maybe I should talk to a therapist, like find a therapist somewhere. And then my frustration grew even more because every therapist that I called either didn't answer, or they were like, I'm not taking any patients right now, or we have too many people trying to become patients right now, and we just don't, we can't take you right now. Like, we can put you on the wait list. Like, they have a wait list. Or they just like wouldn't answer the phone. It really got to me because I was like, well, of course there would be like a high volume of people wanting to get therapy right now because it's like a normal thing. Of course, that would be something that people would really want to look into now, even more so than before. That's another example. Like, before COVID, I could have called one therapist and made an appointment right there, you know? Then I feel guilty for feeling upset that they don't have room for me. I get upset at myself because I'm like, Ashley, it's not all about you. Like, you have to understand why they don't have room. Like, you can't be upset at them for not taking any patients. Like, it's also a pandemic, blah, blah, blah. But at the same time, like, I'm allowed to be upset. I'm allowed to feel my sadness and feel my frustration, even and just not act on it in ways that are gonna stunt my growth rather than fuel it. It's something that like really got to me, and it's like a lot has been on my mind, but nothing at the same time. Like, I've just been like all right, like depression is coming, and like what do I do? Just having like total creative blocks because I'm trying to spend my energy like thinking of good things, which is like making videos, like doing good at work, taking dance classes, like stuff like that. And by doing that, like I'm also putting too much pressures on things that I should just let go of, and like not force it on myself, like just enjoy, because there are things that I genuinely enjoy. But also it's making me like shove those feelings that I need to face, which are, you know, sadness and depression and anxiety, that you can't just ignore, you know, because it's something that you've always dealt with. And I'm sure I'm not the only one that feels that their mental health is just not as important anymore. Whether other people have made you feel that way or whether you've made yourself feel that way, like I want to let you know that it is important. And just because the same way that someone's always going to be doing better than you, and someone's always going to be doing worse than you, like someone's going to be going through it not as bad as you are, and someone's going to be going through it worse than you are. Someone's going to be going through it just as much as you are. But that doesn't mean that your mental health does not matter. It does matter. And even though it is really hard to find therapists, I feel like among all the crazy things that needed to come out in 2020, and crazy things have been happening in 2020, I feel like something positive that has happened is just a sense of like greater love and like community. And I am here, like if anybody wants to talk, like I am here. I'm not a licensed therapist, but I was class clown of 2015, so I could try to make you laugh. You know what they say, the most depressed are the funniest. No, that's not funny. Like that wasn't a joke. No, but I do want to let you guys know, like you may not be able to find a therapist, but you could journal, like writing down or even recording how you feel, like talking to yourself and having a whole conversation with yourself about how you're feeling and why you think you're feeling that way. It at least helps me, and I feel like it helps so much to get out of your head and actually hear yourself say something, so that you hear not how silly you're sounding, but like you ever like gone through something and then you like talk about it and you're like, wait, now that I said that out loud, like that's kind of fucked up. You know what I mean? Like that's something that helps me. Like you can always be your own therapist. Like at the end of the day, like you already are everything that you desire to be. You just have to believe in yourself and let go of those negative thoughts in your head that are telling you otherwise, because you are not your thoughts. And this is a really tough time to put even more effort on those values that you may be trying to put in your life to be better mentally. But just know that it is hard for everybody, and you are not alone. You're not alone, because now you have even more people that can relate to how you're feeling. Maybe not as bad as you're feeling now, but maybe even more so than they could have before, you know? And I know I might be talking out of my ass, because when I'm feeling a certain type of way, like I don't really talk to anyone. Like you may be able to tell by my face, or you may not. Like I don't know, like some days are worse than others. But I don't know if this video made sense. I just wanted to share my frustration with you, in hopes that you understand that you're not alone, and that we're all in this together now. How you're feeling matters, and it should matter the most to you, no matter what time of the year it is, no matter what time of the century it is. Like you have to take care of yourself first and foremost. And I hope this video made sense. If it didn't, man, I apologize. I don't know what to tell you. It probably won't make sense to me either, but I feel like someone out there has to know what I mean. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and remember to take care of yourselves, and know that you are not alone. My social media is down below if you ever want to DM or talk to someone. I am here. Love you.